You watch what?
The studio playback.
Right.
Studio, yeah.
Oh, it was in the recording studio.
Oh,
yo, peace, team, peace.
What's up, Tay?
Let's get this focus right. Focus? Can you see me?
All in the camera.
All right, had to do it.
Yeah, give me this close up.
Ready for my close up, Mrs. DeVille?
I was gonna quote that. I didn't know you know that.
Come on, man. It's me.
It's
me. How many times you done said that? That's the Nelman.
What's good, team? Happy Friday.
We're gonna have to get some drops going, some sound effects.
Yeah, what's up with your beat? Can we play that in the back?
I mean, we could, but it was sounding funky, so
I feel you.
I ain't gonna play
it. That beat's hitting though. Y'all need to stay tuned, man. Now, man, dropping that beat.
Pause. But yep.
Hella pause. Good
I ain't got one of the Nelman merch shirts on today. I'm just lounging like LL. I'm saying, asking who do you love. But what you was talking about though?
Oh, you got the Cash App popping?
Cash App. You got yours yet?
Man, I ordered the card.
Alright, you already did. I couldn't get my signature right, so I wasn't ready to order the card yet. I think Will's World Media ordered this card though.
I got
Cash App. Hold on.
2 cents.
Already?
Yeah.
How does that actually happen?
That ain't happen.
Oh. Cash App. Money sign. What's yours?
My name, BKLYN718K.
So, you know what I'm saying? Hit the Cash App if you need. We go. First of all, appreciate everybody tuning in. I know my you know what it is? The AC in the studio. Remember?
Yeah.
For some reason, whenever the AC in the studio, the focus get off. So let me. I'll be right back. Let me. Yo, can y'all fix that in the studio?
Come on, man. Where's Pablo? Pablo need to fix that.
Yeah.
Man, Pablo Esco.
I'm just gonna do like that. Now y'all ain't gotta come in. I'll take care of it. That should do it.
You good, Pablo? You good? We got it. Apparently we do our own things in the studio, man. Come on, man.
Oh, you back. Man, you know how to give it up sometimes out here, but hey, we back. But peace though. But yeah, Brooklyn is gonna be a mod in the chat room so that he could make sure we keep this thing going. Put your Cash App in the chat. But yeah, turn that down.
Hey, if y'all want some of the merch, let your boy Nelman know.
Yeah, man, just hit me up, man. We can go right through Cash App, man. You have some of that Nelman merch in no time, man. We're going to let this thing build up for a second, though.
You know it's going to build. It always do.
We're going to let this build.
All right. What's your Cash App, man? Let me throw it out.
It's right there. Money sign Nelman, Namlen, no space. NELMAN, NAMLEN. Mr. Nelman, if you're nasty. There it is.
If you win, feel free to say what's up, what's going on.
That's just you. That's all right. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, though. We're going to let the beat build. Yeah, we're gonna let this beat build.
You come in, don't forget to hit that live button.
Hit the like button.
Live and like. Make sure you're up to date.
Oh, man. Let me go turn that radio off in the back room. In the other part of the studio. For
no copyright.
Get a copyright.
None. Feel free to hit us up. Let us know what's going on today. What we got popping? What we sipping on? Where we going? What we eating? Who we hanging out with? Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah.
It's live with the Nelman.
Oh, man. Is that a bar?
In Brooklyn.
Oh, is that a bar?
When we. Yeah.
That was ill. That was ill.
Yeah, we getting, and I've been in the Nelman studio, so you know what I'm saying? Bars is going to be flowing.
But jack of all trades, beats, bars, everything. You name it, he do it. You need your AC fixed, holla at him.
And I'm going to holla at somebody. You know what I'm saying? To
Pablo.
get it taken care of for you.
Pablo. What's been good, man? What you do with your day off?
Is it ever really a day off is the question. It's like I can't even really remember. The day just went by so fast, man. I started after I took my son to school. And after that, man, I was thinking about going live actually, you know. But I made a juice this morning. That's what happened.
Yeah.
I made a juice.
Hey, team, that Nelman juice is the truth. I don't want to get too personal, but man, that thing, the truth.
I'm actually doing a video. I'm still, it's still in edited. So, you know, once that's done, y'all see my juice video. I'm still putting that out. So, appreciate that, man. I just try to make a delicious juice, man. That's all.
Man, listen, that thing does wonders, man. You know, I don't want to get too personal, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That thing
delicious.
Levels your blood sugars and everything, man.
You know what? I'm gonna try to put Brooklyn into my the actual video. When I do my my juice video, before I put it out, I'm gonna try to put Brooklyn 718 in there as a video testimony.
I'm already there.
Testimonial.
I'm already there. I'll testify.
Just do testimony. Oh, all right. Guess it's the same thing.
Same thing, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Same thing.
What's good out there, Terry? It's Friday, boy.
Be right back.
And we got stepping in, stepping out. We got business to handle.
They just got me controlling the studio today, man. Listen.
You ain't getting the help we need right now.
That thing is keeping it out of focus right now. So. Hey, the camera's out of focus. Can you take care of that?
You paying good money. Hey, team, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. So, but we live. We gonna, like I said, what time is it? We just gonna let it build up, man. It's gonna be plenty of people gonna hop in this thing. It's gonna get real popping. What's today? Friday night?
Yes,
yeah, we're gonna get some action tonight. So we're just gonna get back to what we was talking about though. And you were saying that there was a guy who had been eating macaroni and cheese. You already know where I was going.
Yes, sir.
What's up with that guy?
Man, he eat mac and cheese and nuggets for damn near all his life. And he's a grown man eating like a little kid.
Are you saying that
Happy Meals?
Are you saying that mac and cheese is like a little kid?
Oh yeah, I mean for the most part.
So if you was a bachelor and you had read it, and that was just kind of one of the only things that you learned to cook as coming up, and then you could afford to live alone and live by yourself, but pretty much the only thing you could really afford to buy is the one thing that you knew how to make, which happened to be macaroni and cheese, and it was Kraft. All Tech Collector, peace. What's good?
Tech?
All Tech. So you only know how to make macaroni and cheese. Let me ask you, All Tech Collector, Can I ask you a question? I know you are the master of tech and the collector of it as well. But are you a good cook? Can you cook? Do you have like 5 things you can cook? Or is it like 2 things that you could cook?
Hey, listen, I was that dude. I was, it's stuck to mac and cheese, the easy thing, ramen, all that.
Was it because you could only cook those things?
That's correct.
Or is it
In
because
my
you was
mind, I
only...
limited myself
okay,
I know what I know.
Yeah.
I know how to make it good. I'm going to do this. But boy, thank God to the crock pot. Boy.
So what I'm saying is a guy, he's eating... Go ahead and enlighten what we're talking about now. We got to see the beat is building a little bit, man. Appreciate everybody coming in the building, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit that thumb up. Yeah. Matter of fact, let me get something across the board going.
No.
But no, what was you saying?
So we discussing this grown man, I don't know, 30s, maybe mid-30s, somewhere along those lines, all his life, eating mac and cheese, chicken nuggets. I guess he's in pretty poor health at this time. That's all he messed with. Maybe that's all he knew. That was his comfort level. You know what I'm saying? That was his lane. But you can't be afraid to step out of your lane. I didn't know how to cook. I'm still iffy. You throw some things in the crock pot, man. Hey, listen, as long as it's fully cooked, it's food.
As long as
it's fully cooked, it's food. It can be nasty as hell, but if it's fully cooked, it's all right.
See, the tech collector said, hello. First of all, shout out to you, Tech.
Yeah.
You're saying you can actually make a few meals like deviled eggs, etc. See, but when you say etc., like when you say like deviled eggs and etc., now you got me thinking about like a potluck or a picnic or even a barbecue.
Finger food kind of shit.
What's good right now? Hold on before we get off topic. What's good, Schloss? What's good, man? Shout out to you. Appreciate you tuning in.
What up,
So just listen to the conversation for a second, Schloss. But back to you, Tech. You can make a few things like deviled eggs, etc. So when you say etc., are you saying things like that also come from a banquet or that also come from like a picnic? Because that's kind of what that etc. means to me. It's not. I don't see breakfast when I see deviled eggs.
Like finger foods kind of thing.
I'm not even saying finger foods, me personally, because I'm talking about like baked beans, and I'm talking about like potato salad
joints. Right?
Yeah, like I'm talking about burgers and stuff. So when you say etc. with the deviled eggs, what do you mean by that? Man, can I ask? Schloss, can you tell me what we're talking about?
Yeah, Schloss. Hey, thanks for tuning in, fam. Hit that like button. Appreciate you joining. We talk about some dude, maybe mid-30s, somewhere around there. I don't got all that off the top of the head. But eating mac and cheese and chicken nuggets damn near all his life. I guess he's not in too good of a condition at this point, as you can imagine. But what are your thoughts? Like, if that's all you knew how to cook, would you stay in that lane? Would you expand it out? You know what I'm saying? Get that diet right?
Because my thing is, look, my man is tore up right now because he was eating nothing but mac and cheese and chicken nuggets. But I'm like, yo, if you got your own apartment and you actually got a way to live, you're making money to pay your rent, you live by yourself, mac and cheese was one of the things that you actually learned before you moved out of your house. Yo, mac and cheese is actually delicious, first and foremost, the Kraft mac and cheese.
Hey, man, you got your carbs, you got your milk,
You buy the certain things that you need just to make that mac and cheese every time, and you can heat it up in the microwave. That was actually probably what got his DNA messed up, is the fact that he would make it one time, and then he got to go back and reheat it in the microwave. That's probably was the main issue. Should have been heating it up on the stove.
Okay, so you're in with the microwave, the reheating.
I mean, just think about one pot of mac and cheese if that's all you're eating for a week.
No, I feel you.
How many times you got to reheat that? You know what I'm saying? Imagine like you even eat one bowl and you get full and off that.
There you go, Tech. There you go. Expand
All
that.
Tech collector, and I thank you for that, my brother. But listen, All Tech, don't end up like this dude who's eating mac and cheese. You over there eating deviled eggs, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. other egg-like meals. You know what I'm saying? You eating other eggplants and egg meals because that's all you can rock with. Yeah, definitely figure out how to make some other dishes with eggs, but also with the whole chicken. You know what I mean? With the whole chicken.
I feel you.
What did Shaw say?
So he's saying in this day and age, how the heck could you only, could that be only, all that he knew is just mac and cheese and chicken nuggets and whatnot. It may not be all he knew. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just what's convenient for him. Who knows? But I'm with you 100%. You got to experiment. You got to try. Like I was telling Nelman, even if the dish comes out nasty as all hell, nasty as all get out, as long as it's cooked thoroughly, then you're good. But you got to get out there and expand your knowledge, expand your skill set.
I agree. No, I
See?
agree.
Boom. And he even mentioned the cook pot now, man. The cook pot, or the crock pot, or whatever that shit's called. Excuse my language. That right there.
Who included that? Who said the crock pot?
Ryan.
No, he said I could cook some crazy meals off for $3.
Yeah.
Oh, before that, my bad. Okay.
So the crock pot is a blessing.
I crock pot a meal every Sunday. So if it's edible, go.
There you go.
So yeah, and like I get it, Ryan. You have edible meals, you cook, but I think just like you saying, if it's edible, go, because that's also the beast in you. Like you a young man, you a man who has daughters, so you also know how to put some flavor in some things to make it edible, to make sure that everybody who's at the table can eat it. But if it came down to you just eating, yeah, as long as it's like cooked to the right temperature, is there, it gets me full. Listen, hey, give me the nose clamps, and as long as it got all the right nutrients in it, and I'm gonna go. Listen, But now these days you got to make sure the kids are straight.
Yes, sir. And there's a lot of different herbs that you can put, herbs and spices. Do pepper on one. You know what I'm saying? Next time, throw it up with some garlic powder. I'm a fan of garlic, so.
Me too, though. Me too.
Yeah, man, it's bad. It's bad. I clear out a room with some garlic.
Clear out a room. Got you. Because of your breath? Are you saying?
Yeah, that's what we'll go with. That's what we'll go with for the live. Hey, shout out Schloss, man, because, boy, I had one of your steaks.
No, Schloss was cooking steaks. I've eaten a Ryan Schloss steak, and mind you, I don't eat beef. So when I smell a Ryan Schloss steak, it's like I'm living vicariously through someone else just by looking at the steak. I'm like, yeah, that definitely smells and looks delicious. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen him actually cook them in all shapes, like, from rare to medium well to well. Like, I know people who have all of those different tastes. So I know, and I've seen him cook all of those different raralities. Yes. If that's the word. I just made that up right there on the spot.
It is now. We live. Hey, I Googled Ryan Schloss. It says that, rumor has it, he was born on a grill.
Absolutely. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. He was born on a grill. So that means when his mom was actually giving birth, she was in the backyard.
Dang.
And he was actually born on the grill.
On the grill.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mama Sauce. I'm just saying, if my man only knew mac and cheese, then that might have been the only thing that he could make. But now in 2019, though, because the thing about it is, how long was this been going on? 17 years?
About 17, yeah. The man's about roughly middle age, 35 or so, something along those lines. But yeah, that's 17 years, man. That's an obscene amount of time to be eating the same meal over and over. And we get it. It's cheap. You know what I'm saying? You can get mac and cheese, in a pot box.
Like, imagine how many times he had to move, or like, sometimes when you move from one place to another, or if you took a loss, then you know what I'm saying, you only got one pot. You only need one pot.
That's it, just one.
You only need one pot, one spoon, a mixing cup. You gotta have your mixing cup. Making sure we focus. Sometimes we be losing focus.
Focus,
Hey,
man,
we losing focus, man.
Tell
Stop to holler at me, man.
You
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Tech Collector, man. Shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Expand your knowledge on the cooking game.
So, Tech, you said you know how to make deviled egg, like, as far as meals with meat in them. Tech Collector, can I ask, do you know how to make any meals right now with meat in them? Do you make, like, hamburgers right from the stove? Or do you make, like, pork chops on the stove, like fried pork chops? Hey, story time. You want to know what we talking about? You gonna love this. You are gonna love this. Tell me what we talking.
All right. So we got a man, mid-30s, somewhere along those lines. Don't got the exacts, but basically he's eaten his entire life, or majority, I would say easily 75% of his life, is mac and cheese, chicken nuggets, mainly mac and cheese. He's not in good health at this time. So what are your thoughts on that? You know, do you stay in your lane? Do you know what you know?
So he didn't say that. What my opinion was, the fact that he's only been on mac and cheese was probably because of the fact that he moved away from his parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when he was with his parents, like maybe mom, maybe dad taught him how to make mac and cheese. Like, okay, you're going to make mac and cheese, and then that just might have been one of the only things. Chicken nuggets, all you got to do is throw them bad boys in the oven. So he moved out. Yes, listen. Yeah, Google it. Listen, see, the thing about story time, shout out to you, story time. I don't know if you caught my first one. Actually, episode 1, I still ain't even made episode 2, and this isn't it. But episode 1, if you go back, story time, I put you in. And it was, you was talking, what was she talking about? Story time, you was talking about Area 51.
Yes.
Area 51.
The brave.
And you was talking about you wasn't necessarily with it or against it type of thing. So this is me. I'm like, yes, my man was eating only mac and cheese and chicken nuggets and what else?
Chicken nuggets.
Was it 3 things?
I think that was mainly it.
Mac and cheese and
Maybe
chicken
the third
nuggets. And
one
he
was
probably was
fries.
on Tampico punch. If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know how you give it up. If you in the Walmart,
Ain't
you
nothing wrong
getting
with
your
some Tampico, except all the artificial flavors and sugars.
Yes, story time. I shouted you out in my absolutely. I shouted you out because you know you my sis. I gotta shout you out without no question.
Spread love. That's a Nelman way.
So, but now we talking about my man was making mac and cheese because that's all he knew. You know what I'm saying? Or was he just lazy? Could he? You know what I'm saying? In 2019, you don't have any excuses with the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm gonna always salute you. Story time. Like I know you remember, and I'm trying not to get off tangent because that's how I get. Just like you, sometimes we get off tangent. But I'm going to let you know, like last year around this time, I was actually doing my thing, and I was going live all the time, and you was always in my lives, and you was championing me, right? So now that I started back up, I had to champion you. So I'm always going to champion you, sis.
That's a
And
privilege.
so, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you tuning in tonight, and this is why I always champion you. Because I could always count on you to, you know what I'm saying, to tune in for me.
Amen.
It's like you can always count on me to tune in for you.
Salute.
But at anyway, see, like I said, I was trying not to get off on a tangent. But you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, with that thumbs up, make sure y'all get a thumbs up to the Nelman, you know what I'm saying? We in here. I'm actually just trying to get it right.
Yeah, it's an open topic. Whatever y'all want to talk about, what you doing tonight, what you drinking tonight, what you eating tonight, where you going tonight. You know what I'm saying? You in love with mac and cheese, you bathe in mac and cheese naked, whatever y'all want to talk about, we here.
You know what I'm saying? And if you bathing in mac and cheese naked, we here to talk with you. We here to help you out. Yo, if it ain't my main man.
Wells. Shout out Wells.
Shout out Wills, man. Shout out to you.
Hey, story time. My name is BKLYN, Brooklyn 718 King.
That's Brooklyn 718 King.
Official co-host of the Nelman Show. Appreciate y'all tuning in. What you see, now we thinking about it now. It's out there in the universe.
See?
Somebody's thinking about it now. I'm not saying.
Man, if you put a thought like that in the universe, then it's here.
You know? Hi, story time. Nothing but great things I've heard about you. Thanks for supporting my man's a Nelman. It's my brother right there. You show love, we show love. Easy.
Brooklyn 718 King. Yes, yes, yes. He's my matter of fact. Put your Cash App in the live. I don't think they can go back. You know what I'm saying? You know how we got to do these days. We got to do Cash App. Love, you know what I'm saying? You know how YouTube, they like to take some of your percentages. You know what I'm saying? So, story time. I know you go live. Matter of fact, right now, if you're watching this live, y'all make sure y'all tune in to Story Time with Miss Ty. And make sure y'all check that up. We was in a live one day, and she was just at the park, next to the park. It was weird. But at any rate,
It was weird.
It was weird, but she knows what I'm talking about too. They was by the park, and it was like the Wi-Fi was kind of mixed up, in my opinion. But as soon as they started driving, then the Wi-Fi started going good, and it was a weird situation. The kids was playing in the park. I think she had Psychic Anonymous with her. God. Man, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Psychic Anonymous. Shout out to the Story Time with Miss Ty. Definitely day ones for me. Shout out to Will's World Media. Definitely a day one for me.
I'm saying Tech Collector, big ups.
Shout out to the Tech Collector was in definitely all of my first. If you go back to my first live stream, like the Tech Collector was going by a different name, and fam was in my first live stream. So shout out to the Tech Collector. I'm always gonna have love for the Tech Collector. Yo, Tech Collector, you got to start going live more often, so that we can hop in your lives and big you up though.
Yes, absolutely.
Matter of fact. What I'm doing, Tech Collector, right now, I ain't even gonna lie to you what I'm doing. I'm going to your channel, and I'm turning on the bell. I already got the bell for you, Storytime with Miss Ty. That's how I check out all your lives. Like, when you go live, I already know, because we in the live together. And I'm already subscribed to you, Tech Collector. I'm looking at it right now.
And Tech, be careful with that ramen. A lot of sodium in that ramen. Die high blood pressure. Even let the feds get you.
You said something about ramen?
Yeah.
Where?
Down. Right there. Up.
But then again, I'm always making ramen noodles.
Hey, I love me some ramen. You throw some egg. You throw an egg on that ramen noodle. Oof.
See, I gotta show them what I'm
doing.
That's
5-star. That's 5-star. Easy.
Keep talking. You talk for us. You the calls. Keep this thing going on. I'm just saying, keep it going. You the calls.
No doubt.
What you were saying, 5-star?
Yeah, that's 5-star restaurant. You throw an egg on a ramen noodle?
Oh, man. Hold on. You talking about scrambled egg? Or are you talking about like over easy? Or
yeah, over easy.
Sunny
that's
side.
what it's called. Sunny side up. Sunny side up.
Hold on, dude. You just say everywhere. I say
No, ain't no scramble. You can't put scrambled eggs on it.
You can't put scrambled egg on the ramen noodle?
What's poached? Poached sunny side up?
Nah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Whatever, the one with the yolk on the top. And the white on the bottom.
So, like, that means fried hard.
See, story time, no.
Yes, egg on the noodle. No, I get it. Story time, I absolutely get it. Egg on the noodle, but what kind of egg is we eating? Because you can't eat scrambled egg. That's egg.
Nah, you don't do scrambled egg on
that's egg fried rice. That's like egg fried rice. It's egg fried ramen. Y'all ain't never had egg fried ramen? Yo, you ain't really from the hood. If you really from the hood, you ate that egg fried ramen.
Drop it right in before the noodles are done.
Story time this time. No, I'm talking about that egg fried ramen. Listen, I like fried hard. See, hold on, fried hard, but can you still pop the yolk and it still leak out a little bit? Or is that fried soft? Like, you get your drink fried hard, you can't even poke it in, right? It don't leak out. It's just like you poke it and it's still hard. You got to eat that egg fried ramen. You know what I'm talking about. You got to get it. Yo, you got to get off the egg fried ramen. They don't know what I'm talking about. Story time.
I like my onion rings fried hard.
Oh, sunny side up. That's how. I think that's how Brooklyn likes it though.
Oh, she said. Oh,
like,
man.
Brooklyn likes to poke the toothpick in the yolk and it actually leak out all over into the ramen or into a burger for that matter. You just like, you're saying you poke a toothpick in. See, story time. She like hers when it's still yellow like the sun.
I got you.
And you think it's gonna leak out, but you poke the toothpick in it, and it's like it don't nothing leak out. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a solid sun.
Hey, story time. I'm good with the thumbs down for me. Just make sure you give my man a thumbs up, though.
Just get it, but this is us. It ain't even me. It's us. This conversation is us, and I appreciate y'all tuning in to us. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all tuning in. But so the thing about it, what I'm asking is, you can have the egg fried ramen, right? You can have the wait a minute. You can have the scrambled ramen. That's like egg fried ramen. You know what I'm saying? That's almost like egg fried rice, but it's egg fried ramen. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I appreciate you. Shout out to you, Storytime.
Hold up. You ain't never tried the and I know my man.
Hold on. Before, but listen, this is a few of them. So there's egg fried ramen. You can have the sunny side up ramen.
2.
You can have the fried hard ramen.
3.
It's like so the what you like, sunny side up?
I like sunny side up.
The sunny side up ramen, and then we like Storytime with Miss Ty, who has the sunny side up but fried hard. So it's no leakage. So we got 3 different ways. There's the egg fried ramen, the sunny side up, the fried hard, all on your ramen. And this is all brought to you by Tech Collector. Let's not forget. Because Tech Collector said you can always just eat some ramen. So all I'm saying is, Tech Collector, just think about it. Throw an egg in your ramen, and it might be scrambled. That's egg fried ramen. Or it might be hard. You just, you know what I'm talking about.
Change your life.
Well, let me ask you this, Tech Collector. Do you eat eggs? And how do you eat your egg? Let's start there. Tech Collector and Will's World Media. I don't actually know if Will World, because Will World, I know you don't too much venture into the eggs. You might not even eat them at all. But if you was to eat any egg, Will's World Media, what type of egg would you be eating? Would it be a scrambled? Or would it be like with some yolk still leaking?
Sunny side up.
Well, you like the yolk leaking, don't you?
Schloss.
Same question, Schloss.
Jump in there.
And Storytime, we already know what you like. But Storytime, if you got Psychic Anonymous there with you, ask her to. Schloss. Everybody in the chat right now, even if you just lurking, same question. How do you like your egg? Because that's a great question.
Hey, shout out Red Robin, man. They make the best Red Robin, like the Royal Burger. They put an egg on the burger. Oh, man, sunny side up. Change your life. Best burger ever. Well, then we got the bison.
The Bison Burger.
Bison Burger.
Will's World Media. He's talking about Bison Burgers. Schloss, he's talking about Bison Burgers. So first thing is, how do you feel about egg? How do you love your egg? And how do you feel about the Bison Burger? That's 2 questions for the Will's World people. And I'm actually looking at some things right now, so don't mind me. We got our co-host here. That's why we got a co-host.
Yeah, I'm here. Over easy, Schloss. Okay.
Schloss is with over easy.
That's sunny side up, kind of just a little hard on the top, right?
Is it Schloss over easy? Is it still leaking? Is yolk still leaking, or is the toothpick in it? No yolk is leaking.
Psychic Anonymous likes the hard fried too.
Okay.
That's
shout out to Psychic Anonymous, by the way. I appreciate her. Shout out to you for tuning in.
She knew we was going to talk about this. Bison Burgers.
Oh, I like how you do that. See, that's why this is my co-host right here. He said Psychic Anonymous already knew what we was about to be talking about. Bison Burgers. Yolk is leaky.
My man.
Leaky. The yolk is leaky freaky.
Yeah, that Bison Burger, boy, it changed your life. But it ain't for everybody. I get it. The toast is there to soak it up. Plus, it's just making me hungry at this point.
Toast with over easy eggs. That's what Mans is talking about.
She said, yup. See, Psychic, no.
Yeah, Psychic obviously. Anonymously, though.
She knew. Anonymously.
We ain't going to find out how she knew. Yeah, y'all build in the chat, man. Y'all build. Man, help them build. I'm trying to figure out how to get this this text moving.
What text?
Yeah, we got text going on. Matter of fact, let me show you what we're doing. Matter of fact, I ain't even show Brooklyn what we doing over here.
Hey, best place y'all ever eat at? Name it. And what did y'all have there? What did they specialize in?
The best restaurant you saying, or
Best
even, or
restaurant.
if it was Mama's house?
Or Mama's house, absolutely.
Nah, not if it was Mama's house. If it was
No.
Mama's house, you also got to name a restaurant because of course it was Mama's house. You right?
Yo, my
Hey,
mom
you
throw
see?
down, boy.
Is that the best restaurant you ever been to?
Absolutely.
See?
Absolutely.
So
It's called
I shouldn't even have
Mom's
said
Kitchen.
that. I shouldn't even have said that.
Gladys Kitchen, man. Best hands
The mother's
down.
name is Gladys?
Gladys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that. That's a beautiful name.
She was born in the 50s. That's an old name. You know what I'm saying?
That's a beautiful
That's
name.
right up there with Bethel.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's up there. Whatever. Okay. All right. Is that in Vegas? Because I know he has one in Vegas.
Was that in Vegas, Schloss, or was that in like the Luxor or in the MGM Grand?
In Vegas.
Both absolutely in Vegas. What did I just kill out?
Beef Wellington. I don't even know what that is.
Was you
That
ate
sound
beef
like a
Wellington?
first-
Hold on, you ate beef Wellington at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant?
See, Vegas. Boom. And who Beef Wellington?
Hold
Why
on.
look like you got a first and
Yep,
last name?
Vegas. But which hotel was it in though? Question. Riddle me that.
Ooh,
Batman?
riddle him this. Beef Wellington, yo. That gotta be good if you got a first and last name as a food.
He said yep. Hold on, Slash. You can't just say yep. I don't know what he's yepping to. It was in the Luxor or was it in the MGM Grand? I'm saying MGM Grand.
Naturally gotta go the other way. Luxor.
Hell's Kitchen outside of Caesars. There, bam, we both wrong. All right, there you
Just
go.
like that. Just like that. They got the HK on fire. Is that correct? Like right outside? Thing is ill. In Vegas, the Resistance Hotel. They serve these
In Vegas at
cakes.
the Renaissance Hotel, they serve these crab cakes that are to die for. But is that the best restaurant you ever been to, or now we just going to Vegas? Hold on. Let's not go to Vegas yet. See, y'all trying to already go to the Vegas conversation. Let's stick right now with the best restaurant you've been to, and then somebody remind us, and we'll go to that Vegas conversation story time.
But Ryan is saying correct outside where they got the HK, the Hell's Kitchen, on fire. It's sick. They got a little basketball court. I know what you're talking about.
They had a basketball court?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm nice on the basketball court, actually. Did you know that?
Nah, of course I knew that. I
right.
seen you.
I'm just asking.
I seen it.
I don't know how to get this
Crab
shit.
cakes, yo. See on Sloss, you ain't saying nothing but a word, man. You know we ready to go. I got my bag packed, ready to go to Vegas.
Let's do Vegas. Listen, Schloss. When you tell the Nelman, when you tell Nelman let's do Vegas, you are only saying a word, my friend. And it's only nothing but a word. Because I love Vegas. And in our city, right out of Springs Airport, they're doing these penny flights. Yo, shout out to everybody who hops on penny flights. Right now in our city, they're doing these penny flights where you can get to Vegas for, I've seen people for less than $30 is what I'm going to say.
Deadass.
And that's round trip.
Somebody paid $20 to go to Vegas.
Tell them.
$5 to come back.
Tell them.
25
Shout out to
round trip.
So hold up. No, I just said we weren't going to do Vegas. We weren't going to go on to the Vegas conversation yet. Schloss, come on, man.
Vegas takes a hold of us, man.
Listen, because I knew that was going to happen. As soon as we start talking about Vegas, then we go and
All right.
hop into a whole nother conversation.
Bet. So we'll go with story time. Crab cakes. I don't do any kind of seafood except fried shrimp.
Have you ever ate crab legs?
No.
Hold on, wait. Have you ever ate them, though?
Never.
So see, that's
Once.
another one of the things we're going to wait for Vegas, then.
Not a
You
once.
know what I mean? Man said he ain't never even ate crab legs before.
No. I know you soak them in like some butter. That can't be healthy.
Story time. Can I ask what city are you in? Just name the city. Shout out your city. Everybody shout out their city. What city is everybody in so we can start talking about these penny flights? Because you about to find out some new info. And listen, you heard it from the Nelman first. What city are you in, story time? Oh, hold on, story time. I want to say Hayward. Okay. So I don't know where Hayward is. But if you have an airport in Hayward, let me ask you this. Let me take that back. What is the airport you fly in and out of? And I doubt it's in Hayward.
Let's see. I'm going to look it up right now. Where's Hayward? I ain't never heard of it. But shout out Hayward.
Shout out Hayward. Shout out Colorado Springs. I'm about to put y'all up on game.
California, maybe? Ah, there you go.
Cali. Hold on. Really, story time? I did not know that you were a California girl. You know what I'm saying? I did not know you were a California girl. That is awesome.
Shout out Cali.
Oakland, man, that's well. Shout out Cali, shout out Oakland, shout out Hayward for sure. I did not know that. Everybody wants to be a California girl, isn't that? A California. Whoa, hey, and you are a lady.
Ain't no girl.
I correct myself straight away. You California are a lady.
Woman.
You are a lady. All right, and I should treat you as such.
I don't go through Hayward. I use Oakland Airport.
You are a lady. Yes, ma'am. And I've actually been to Cali a couple times. This most recent time, I went probably around a year from now. I went to Universal Studios, so I was in the LA area.
Big up. This live is about to be like all the shit that I haven't done. I ain't eat crab legs. I ain't never been to the West Coast before in my life. So I apologize, but I heard it's beautiful. But hey, shout out Nelman because I never heard of the penny flights. I'm in the same area as my man right here. Never heard of the penny flights at all in my life. It's a game changer. It's mind blowing. Tell them about it.
So the penny flights. First of all, story time. We'll start with you. Story time, Miss Ty. You fly out of Oakland. So does Oakland have a Frontier hub? Can I ask? Yeah, right? He don't even know what he's missing. Crab legs, right? I'm going to put him on, though. I'm going to put him on, as a matter of fact. You're not allergic, right?
Oh, no.
Okay. As long as he ain't allergic, I'm about to take him at least to like Joe's Crab Shack or something and put him on.
You know what I'm saying? One time for you.
I love crab legs, so you ain't got to worry. He's going to go with a crab leg extraordinaire. You find out if you guys got the Frontier hub. But this is the thing. Like, if you go to Frontier right now, if you use the app, shout out to Frontier. Yeah. This is a shameless Frontier plug, and I ain't even getting paid for this.
Not yet.
You getting a check for this?
Not yet. I'm about to. Shout out Frontier. I'll take Spirit. Whatever y'all got.
Well, that's funny that you say that. Dang, man, remind me to, at the end of this shameless plug, remember for me to bring up Spirit.
Shameless plug. Love it.
So when you go to the airport, right, if you go online to Frontier.com, and if you go to the app at Frontier, right, you could go on there and you'll see the regular fares, you see the bear fares, right? That's if you're a member. So if you go to the bear fares, it's even cheaper, obviously, than the regular fares. So if you even the regular fares, you'll see that the bear fares are always cheaper than the regular fares. But if you go into the airport, right? If you go into the airport and go to right where you going to check your bags in at the airport spot at Frontier and ask them like, yo, y'all got some better flights, they'll say yes. Right? And then they'll be like, well, you gotta wait for these people to check in, which listen to this, Jewel. You can only go to the window when they are boarding flights. So you wait for everybody to check in their bags. Once everybody's done checking in their bags, then you go up to them and get in your bag.
Ooh.
Right? That was good. Mm-hmm. So you go into them and then once everybody's done checking in their bags, you say, hey, what do you got? And they'll be like, because Las Vegas has a hub, right? So I'm just using Las Vegas as an example. Las Vegas has a hub. They're going to ask you, where do you want to fly to? What airport do you want to fly into or out to, right? And the fare in the airport is going to be cheaper than whatever you see on the bear fare on the internet. Just know that. Whatever you see on the bear fare, you like, damn, I ain't a bear fare member and shit. Go in and stuff. Damn. Listen, we can't get clipped on this. We're trying to get monetized. Whatever you see on the bear fare, go into that airport if you got a hub, and they going to give you for less than what you see on the bear fare for them dates.
Like less, hella less, like insanely less. You probably think it's some scam type less.
Listen, man, I'm putting this in there. Listen.
Yeah, check it out, Story Times. Check it out. Hey, real quick, shout out Yankees for beating the Astros. No hate on Houston, but shout out the Yankees. Anyway, but yeah, it's a game changer. You can go anywhere. Yeah, $25. I know. Shout out Beams. She ain't in right now, but shout out Beams. $25 round trip to Vegas. Absolutely insane.
For real. If no one's heard of this, then I'm putting it in the description. You heard it from us first.
Yeah, we want to hear about it on the next live.
Yeah, man. Make sure you shout out us, Nelman in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get a good flight price, right? And listen, I got to say this. I just got to throw this out for everybody watching. Right now is October, and for some reason, the energy is weird.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, like, for a lot of people, they going through some things. A lot of people are going through it right now, right? And so, you know, you may not get to it in October, but just know that this thing is always available.
There's always going to be trials and tribulations.
And you got to get into that airport, man, and book you a flight for later out. It doesn't necessarily have to be for right now.
See, that's a big misconception because people think that they got to go to the airport and ask them right then and there. Nah, you could book weeks, months, whatever you want out and get that flight.
Yeah, and matter of fact, like try to book it around a time where you ain't no holidays going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Tech Collector, listen, man, what city you in? Tech Collector, where you at? What city you in, man? Put your city on the map. Put your city on the map, Tech.
If I recall correctly, Tech doesn't like to get this.
Oh yeah, Tech don't like to
USA.
Yeah, all right, that's understandable. He in the U.S.
Respect it, and we respect it.
Yeah, you got to stay away from the holidays because I already went in there and they already let me know. They was like, listen, the times around the holidays are already going to be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to book the times when it's not around a holiday. It's just a random day. Yo, from me to you, especially you, Tech Collector, you could get to L.A. You can get to California or maybe even Florida in the morning and actually be home by the nighttime. Don't even have to stay there, and it'll be cheaper than renting a car and going to the city that's closest to you, the big city that's closest to you, if you're not already in the big city. I know Tech Collector don't like to give out that information.
That's mind-blowing.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
That's mind-blowing.
But it will be cheaper than, and I'll tell you what, like Vegas, the reason why I'm so fond of Vegas, because it's cheaper for me to, in some days, it's cheaper for me to book a flight to Vegas, right? Get to Vegas, get an Uber, shoot to the hotel. We'll even say New York, or the Luxor.
Yeah.
Get a hotel for the night, fly home, round trip. It'd be cheaper for me to do that and go to Vegas than it would for me to rent a car, go to Denver, stay a night, come home from Denver. It'd be cheaper for me to book a flight to Vegas than it would be for me to go to Denver in a rental car.
That's wild. That's so
for
wild.
one night. You know what I'm saying? For one night.
It's a quick trip.
So,
and yo, you can go a young Wednesday through Friday.
A Wednesday.
You know what I'm saying? Anywhere. You go to the West Coast, you go to Cali, you go to Miami, like Tex said, you go to Vegas. Wednesday through Friday, it's always popping. They don't sleep out there. So ain't no such thing as a bad flight. And for $25, well, that's a great flight. That's the best flight.
This thing like moving.
Hey, but thank y'all for tuning in. We definitely appreciate it. We talk about food. We talk about flights, vacations.
Yeah, y'all all still ain't put in y'all favorite restaurant though, man. Shout out to y'all, but y'all make sure y'all put in y'all favorite restaurant though.
Absolutely. And listen, I don't eat out too much, but like.
No, you ain't got to pause on that.
Yeah, you ain't got to pause on that. But man, just alone for the bison burger, Ted's Montana.
Ted Ted's Montana.
I always call it Tony Montana's, but Ted's Montana, man. Best bison burger, first and only I've ever had, but game changer. Easy.
Bison burger, yo. If you eat a regular hamburger, you may as well eat a bison burger. A bison burger, I believe, is like actually more muscle and more lean, so it's actually better for you. My favorite is Giovanni's, this Italian spot out here.
I ain't never heard of it, but if it's called Giovanni's, come on, man. It gotta be.
So
legit.
do you eat the pizza out of there, or do you eat the lasagna? What do you actually like, Sultan?
I'm
I'm gonna say lasagna.
I'm about to get on my Psychic Anonymous.
Psychic Anonymous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say garlic knots with the lasagna.
Ooh.
And what you gonna say?
I'm gonna say chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo at Giovanni's. Yeah, they see. I don't actually. I probably could eat a bison burger. Actually, I just don't eat beef. Yeah, I don't eat beef or pork. But bison isn't a cow.
Let's get it.
I could probably eat that.
Boys.
Hey, I just actually thought about that right now.
That's the next spot. We live in from Ted's Montana.
No, we can't do that.
What?
Because you can't go live from your phone anymore.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I mean, we could bring the laptop in there and go live, actually.
Oh. Story time.
All right.
There you go.
That's why that's my co-host, man. I can't do this alone, man. I can't run. Listen, he the brain, I'm Pinky. I can't rule the world alone. Well, I'll be the brain because Pinky was actually the smart one. Listen, man.
See, ain't too many Italian spots out here in Colorado. I mean, there's some.
Probably you just don't know about
it. Yeah. I do the fast food of Italian restaurants. That fast food of restaurants is called Olive Garden. And I mess with some chicken Alfredo. Sloss, come on, put something in. Where you at? What Italian joints?
No,
any restaurant.
He already told us.
What he said?
He said his favorite restaurant was in Vegas.
Oh yeah, but that
Gordon Ramsay's. But you said at Gordon Ramsay's, Schloss, you had the beef Wellington.
What is that? What's a beef Wellington?
I think it's beef cooked well. A ton of that shit.
So I almost had me. I was like, damn, that facts.
I think it's a ton of beef cooked well.
It sounds expensive.
Yo, Sloss, why you out in Vegas eating beef Wellington? Yo, that just don't sound like some stuff that you eat like when you out in Vegas, right? It sounds like some shit. You got the suit and tie. You know what I'm saying? You like got the in-laws over. It's Christmas is right around the corner.
Oh wait, beef wrapped in a puff. What's a? Is that just like a?
What is a puff pastry?
Like a fluffy pastry? Is that?
Oh, that's like a biscuit.
All right.
It's like a beef wrapped in a biscuit.
Oh man, beef wrapped in a biscuit. I can see why they call it beef Wellington. You know what I'm saying? That beef wrapped in a biscuit sounds like a dollar menu.
Oh, okay. Let's take a look. Let's take a look then. No, let's absolutely take a look at what our beef Wellington is.
Shout out dollar menu beef in a biscuit.
Yeah.
Put that in the description.
Beef in a biscuit.
Beef in a biscuit. Oh man, that's the best thing I've never heard.
Yeah, now keep the party going.
Two words.
I got it.
Y'all funny.
Beef in a biscuit. It would sound like to me though.
Oh damn, that's the ultimate beef Wellington.
The ultimate beef. Hold on, let's go with the regular beef Wellington first and foremost. Before we get there.
Hey, but how do y'all do your beef? Well done, red, little pink in the middle.
A little pinky dink.
You know what I'm saying? Little pinky in the brain in the middle. Oh damn. So the picture we looking at, that look like a loaf of Italian bread on steroids.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why you get your Papa Fresh biscuits and you put a little bit of like a hot dog or something in the middle of that joint, it's like almost like a corn dog is what I'm thinking.
Yo,
Baby boy thinking like corn dogs.
hey, shout out Beef Wellington. I'm gonna go home and make some beef and just put it in on some Wonder Bread. That the same? Beef, oh, damn.
Hold on, what's what we gonna do?
So it's almost like a sandwich, or like a hoagie type joint. $12 spinach. Damn. Oh look, 500 grams of mushrooms, finely chopped. Fresh parsley. Oh man, it sounds amazing. It sounds amazing.
Nelman's getting right with it. Hold on, we're going to check it out.
I stay in a certain lane though. This looks like a little too difficult for me to even attempt, and I don't think you can make this in a crock pot.
So this is Beef Wellington, y'all.
And preheat the oven at 200 Celsius. Oh, look, he said rare.
Does this right here look perfect, Schloss? Schloss, does this look like the perfect Beef Wellington to you then?
This guy about to wrap his steak. And that popping fresh biscuits.
Yo, what we seeing right here, Schloss, is this pretty much your thing?
Yep. Never in my life have I ever even seen this. I'm sure I heard of it once or twice. Never seen this. A little too rare for me, but looks good. Yeah, see, I kind of like my joints well done. Medium rare at best. You know, at worst, I should say, I guess.
Yeah.
Damn, I low-key want to try that. What do you put on it, Schloss? So like, is it just, that's it? Done? I can't do that bloody. I can't do that bloody.
I think Storytime was thinking the same thing. It's a little too bloody. But yeah, me neither. But yeah, nonetheless, it looks good.
Are there any risks to eating it rare? I mean, if they're serving it, I would assume not, right?
That's a very good question, actually.
I said, like, maybe explosive butthole, but, like, there gotta be something. What's the saying? That's it. There's a sauce that's poured over it.
There's a sauce that's poured over it. Okay. See. So that's Beef Wellington, some bread and some steak. The steak is actually in the bread. That's interesting, though. That is very interesting.
I'd rock with it. I'd try that.
In a puff pastry.
Yeah, shout out puff pastry. Take that. Yeah, story time. We on the same page.
Nothing wrong with that story. Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, who out there tried that Popeyes joint? That Popeyes sandwich?
It was the chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Man, I kind of like, we was going to do like a eat thing. We was going to do a taste test. But then I kind of got like deterred away from that chicken. I actually got kind of scared of it. I'm like, if they're doing all of this publicity around this chicken sandwich, I actually don't know if I'm the person to be eating it. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Give it a go.
I'm gonna keep it funky as some feet with some socks on it for 3 days. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I need to be eating that. You know?
That's pretty funky, y'all.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell it like it is, but like I decided, like, you know what I'm saying, as much as I actually wanted to taste one, because I'm sure they're delicious. I'm sure they are delicious. But I'm like, yo, my mental health is better, because now I'm gonna be nervous. Like, yo, what is it? What is this for real? I'm gonna be thinking about it. And you ain't gonna never get the truth. You eating them you know you eating them chickens that are on steroids anytime you eating that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime you eating that stuff, you know you eating something with a bunch of steroids in it. Like, I'm good enough actually just eating the Chick-fil-A one. Like, I'll be honest, like, because I'm like, yo,
Chick-fil-A.
even though I don't got no business eating that one, at least Chick-fil-A ain't going out their way to, like, make a new sandwich.
Yo, on
right?
top of that, you got to compare the customer service from Popeyes to Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? Chick-fil-A can have a line going around the block, get you through in 5 minutes.
Yes.
Popeyes have you waiting.
Popeyes will have you waiting, and the workers will have more acne because of the greasy food. Only because of the greasy food.
That's the only reason.
There's a lot of greasy food in Popeyes, is all I'm saying.
What about KFC story time? You rock with KFC or just stay away
But
from
I mean, don't get me wrong. I still rock with Popeyes. I love Popeyes. But I'm just scared of that sandwich.
Look, he said, ain't nothing wrong with steroids. Look at Sylvester Stallone. All right.
Sylvester Stallone, it's hilarious, first and foremost, right?
He's rocking the training brush, Sloss.
So you're rocking it, like, and you don't see nothing. Like, right now, Sylvester Stallone, he's, like, on his last limb.
Talking out the side of his mouth. I prefer KFC to Popeyes. Okay, all right. See, I like Popeyes chicken better, but KFC make these the chicken
popcorn chicken.
Popcorn chicken.
Popcorn chicken.
And that is hitting from KFC. Oh man, it's amazing. And I rock with that mashed potato bowl too.
From Popeyes. I mean KFC.
From KFC.
The KFC chicken bowl with the mashed potatoes is also absolutely delicious. You know what they should do? Do they have popcorn shrimp at KFC?
I don't know.
Does KFC have popcorn shrimp?
KFC does. I don't think Popeyes.
No, I'm talking about KFC. Do they have popcorn shrimp?
Oh, shrimp.
See, now I think KFC does have the popcorn shrimp.
Yeah, they do.
But KFC does not.
It's spicy. It's amazing. That popcorn
Yo,
shrimp.
Y'all heard it from the Nelman first. I'm about to throw it out there, man. Because I don't foresee me having a restaurant anytime soon. But if they made a chicken bowl without the chicken, but put the shrimp in it, made a shrimp bowl with the mashed potatoes and gravy.
Over.
Yo, with the shrimp in it, though.
Oh, man. Nelman
the popcorn shrimp.
Nelman copyright 2019.
The popcorn shrimp
Namlen.
with the mashed potato bowl, man.
I prefer Popeyes side, the KFC chicken.
Yeah, ain't nothing like the Popeyes red beans and rice.
Oh.
Ain't nothing like the Popeyes red beans and rice. That's the best side.
Yeah, you got a Puerto Rican cosign in that red beans and rice. You know it's official. See, man, that popcorn shrimp. And it got a little bite to it, man. A little spicy. Oh, man. Okay. Hey, that sounds like that Nelman.
Make sure it sounds right.
I don't want no distortion.
We're going to keep it going. Will's World, right.
Hey, we do too.
Hold on, Will's World Media. Yo, shout out to you, fam. When was the last time that you cooked up food for yourself, first and foremost? Because you could probably relate to this conversation. I'm going back to the original conversation. Will's World Media. Has anyone tried the Popeyes or Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches lately? Because I was wondering how they are. Yo, Tech Collector, you must have actually just had the chat on mute. Because we was actually just talking about that, my friend. But I am scared to eat the Popeyes one. And I love Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches.
I take chances, man. I'll try that, and I'll do it on live. But I heard for the Popeyes, you got to try that spicy...
The spicy chicken sandwich.
The spicy one, yeah.
With it has some weird aioli on it.
I don't know what that is. I like it.
It's like this weird hot mustard.
Okay.
Will's World Media, do you cook for yourself? When was the last time you actually cooked something for yourself? As far as like really, so you had to get on the stove and actually work your magic. Will's World Media, asking you. I think it's been a while for Brooklyn too. When was the last time you? First of all, what is your signature meal?
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. Anything in the crock pot. I make some a roast. Boom, about You know, put a little bit of ranch, a packet of ranch dressing, or ranch whatever that is.
No, don't say ranch whatever that is, because I don't know what that is.
It's a ranch packet.
Powder.
Yeah,
it's powder?
Yeah, the powder.
Powder of some sort.
Au jus gravy packet.
Some au jus.
You know what I'm saying? 6 pepperoni peppers.
About 6 of them. He always counts them out to 6.
Just 6.
Now this is this is Brooklyn 718's recipe. You might have got you get this from someone?
Yeah.
Maybe you might not want to be giving this recipe out there.
Nah, it's good.
All right. Till you get that phone call.
Nah, it's in the Brooklyn cookbook.
All right,
out soon.
Brooklyn 718 cooks.
That's coming out February 32nd. 19 Never Hate. But ropes.
Actually, 2000 Never Hate.
2000 Never Hate. You're right. Packet of au jus gravy. Packet of ranch.
Ranch.
You know, 2 cups of water, 6 pepperoni peppers. Boom. Put that on low. Keep that thing going for about 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours.
On the slow cooker?
In the crock pot.
Crock pot.
In the crock pot. Keep it covered.
Is there a difference between a slow cooker and a crock pot?
I don't know.
All right. So in the crock pot, we know for sure this goes in the crock pot.
Yes, sir. And then, boom, what I do is, again, then I transfer to the rice cooker. You know what I'm saying? About 2-3 cups of rice.
Mm-hmm.
Pour that right over it. Amazing. Insane. Yeah, try it out. It ain't bad. It ain't bad whatsoever. It is really good.
Yes, that's your signature dish?
That's my go-to. Okay. That's my go-to. Only because I memorized it off top. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. You know, I got to say that my signature actually... Oh, first of all, Will's World Media, you ain't even say what your signature was before I say mine. You know what I'm saying? You modding?
Yeah.
Put put my Snapchat in there. I mean my
What's that? What's
not my Snapchat, my Cash App. Make sure you got to keep the Cash App consistent, just in case somebody want to donate. We are always open for Cash App donations. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, keep this going. We update the studio. We merch, all that.
All that goes in from the Nelman.
Now, personal question now, man. Mm-hmm. Does it matter if it's capitalized?
No, I don't think so. I have no clue actually.
No spaces, right?
Nope.
Well,
it's actually in the description.
Look correct right there.
Yeah, man. And you gotta put yours in there too.
Yeah, no
I actually meant for you to put yours in there, but I appreciate you
hey,
putting mine in there.
Always.
Everybody, matter of fact, everybody who got a Cash App, put your Cash App in there, man. Because after somebody goes to your channel, they gonna want to actually donate to you too. They gonna come back to the Nelman video like, why was I even watching Nelman? After they watch like your video, they gonna forget about the Nelman. But then they're going to come back and remember the Nelman again, and then they're going to want to donate to your Cash App.
You can't forget the Nelman even if you try.
So make sure you put your Cash App into this live chat. Everybody who's watching this video right now, shout out to you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Spread the love.
And we going to spread the love. Easily.
Yeah, absolutely. Spread love. It's the Nelman way. Slogan.
That might be on the next shirt. Spread love. It's the Nelman way.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you. Thanks for the love. Thumbs up. Whatever y'all want to get off your chest, we here to talk about it.
Yeah, we're here to talk about a few things, matter of fact. I know I might have to go hop into my other bag right now, but y'all all know that Nelman is a life coach. So, you know what I'm saying? Is there anything you need to get off your chest? You know what I'm saying? Any questions? Anything you was thinking about? Not necessarily thinking about my live stream. Listen, I know we're on the 23rd floor. You can kind of see the view out the back window. Mm-hmm. We're on the 23rd floor of the studio right now. We appreciate y'all tuning in. You know what I'm saying?
Well, actually, so it should be the 24th, but we skipped 13. You know what I'm saying?
We skipped 13, and they was doing some weird shit on the elevator. Yep. So we told them, you know what I'm saying, the sky's the limit. It was actually the top floor. We on the top floor nonetheless.
Like Nelman said, he's a life coach. Y'all drowning in life? My man's a savior right here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm on duty right now.
Lifesaver. Boom. Catch that.
Lifesaver. The red one. Did y'all hear about the dementia patients who were first forced to fight while in it? Oh, man, it was like a dementia fight club. That ain't even funny, though. Damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't them, I'm sure. It was So it was like the workers was putting them up to it.
Is this a real story? Because it looks like it's leading up to a joke, though. Is this a real story? I didn't hear it.
Nah, I ain't hear about it either.
Damn.
It sounds like it's real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And although nothing is funny, Nelman always, for some reason, has to make light of everything. So please forgive the Nelman.
Yeah, I didn't mean to laugh. If it's a true story, I didn't mean to laugh. But he said Dementia Fight Club kind of thing, and it just had a ring to it.
So what do you think about that story time? That's fucked up. That the like,
That's insane.
So did somebody record it? Did somebody record this thing and then it went viral? It went live. Like what happened? Did they get exposed and get in trouble? Like those workers that was doing this.
They should be locked up. Oh man.
Okay. See story time.
Oh,
No, you
okay.
ain't never saying nothing but a word.
Thanks for bringing it to light. I really ain't hear about this.
Yo, keep talking.
That's insane.
We about to
Like just the lead up led to it like a punchline, but that's sickening to even think about, man. So was they in like a nursing home, I assume?
And what do you know what state was it was in?
Somewhere it's recorded that 3 women got arrested. Yo, come on, man. That's sick. What the rest of the shit? And are out on bond now. Don't get them.
That's
no bond,
frustrating. Yeah, that's frustrating that they already out on bond though, right?
Get
like
no bond. You stay in.
That's damn near like some type of temp murder type of stuff, man.
Like this is yours. You eat that now. That's you. It was in North Carolina.
Hold on. We finna we actually gonna go right to it. Give me 2 seconds. That's what we gonna do. Story time. Shout out you.
Amen.
Shout out to story time right now. We finna take it right there.
Everybody like and subscribe. Story time with Miss T.Y. with Miss D. And they were young, 18, 20, and 36.
The dementia patients were, or
I'm sure. I'm sure that the three
the
that
workers
got arrested.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, you could be 16, you could be 14, you could be 13. You know right from wrong. That's wrong as hell.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nursing home.
Hold on, Storytime. We finna plug you. We finna give Storytime the biggest plug, man. Shout out to Storytime real quick. Hold on, we bringing you in. You know how I give it up, Storytime.
This your girl Storytime with Miss Ty on deck. I hope you guys are having a great day, afternoon, and evening whenever you guys are seeing this. So check it out. It's after work for me. Today is a Thursday, but you guys will probably get this video on a Friday. So happy Friday, everybody, right? I hope you guys are doing
Shout out to Storytime, man. It's Storytime, y'all.
Yep,
I
subscribe.
have to share this story with you guys. Now, you guys know I'm always reading some stories or something or watching something, and it catches my attention. I'm thinking, oh my God, I got to share this with my homies, right? Now, this story right here, it comes from BuzzFeed.com, and of course, I will drop the link in the description.
Y'all check out Storytime, y'all.
You guys to light up the comments and let me know what you guys' opinion is on this story, right? Police charged 3 nursing home workers with running a fight club of patients with dementia. The workers allegedly filmed a fight between 2 of the elderly residents and egged them on. 3 workers at a North Carolina assisted living home have been arrested following allegations that they were running a fight club-style operation made up of elderly patients with dementia. Already, you guys, how freaking sick is that?
Amen.
Seriously? I can think, in somebody's later years in life, and just to even be in an assisted living home, even if it's your younger years, life doesn't really matter. Who would want to be put through something like that, right? Anyhow, somebody named Tanisha Yvonne Tyson, 20 years old, young person. Tanisha Deshawn Jordan, 26. And Marilyn Latisse McKee, 32. All the really young women. What are you doing?
Put them on blast.
Were arrested on assault charges. All the really young women.
We're going back one more time.
Hear these names.
Right? Anyhow, Somebody named Tanisha Yvonne.
Story time.
Tyson,
How your phone
20
died
years
when we
old,
put you on there?
Tanisha Deshawn Jordan, 26, and Marilyn Latisse McKee, 32. All the really young women. I was like, what are you doing? Were arrested on assault charges earlier this month. A spokeswoman for the Winston-Salem Police Department told BuzzFeed News. The elder care facility Danby House specializes in caring for patients with Alzheimer's, according to their website. Police said the 3 Danby House employees were allegedly encouraging the residents to physically fight each other. In at least one case, one of the employees allegedly assaulted a resident by shoving them.
Matter of fact, that's all I could play for now.
Absolutely disgusting.
But story time with Miss Ty. First of all, shout out to you. I appreciate you exposing that.
Yeah,
you already know how I give it up. You know how this is how I do. Like last year, I always give everybody they tea. I give everybody they roses while they are available. So I definitely wanted to, the fact that you said something about it, I definitely wanted to put your story out there. So I know it might have been a little laggy, y'all. So I apologize for that. But I absolutely wanted to share Storytime's post about that, her video. Make sure y'all go to Storytime's page and check out what else she has to say about that, because that's very frustrating. And she actually has more about it. I just gave y'all about 2 minutes of it. It was about 6 minutes of that.
Yeah, go check it out, man. Get the full story. Storytime is bringing it to light. I blame a few things, man. I blame first stupid people.
Yeah.
That's it, stupid people. Second, and very close second, social media.
Everybody want to figure out how they're going to be able to get they 15 minutes, or they 1,000 likes, 1,000 thumbs up.
Well, good. I hope they 15 minutes get them 15 a life. Stupid.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely stupid. You putting your parents, your grandparents, whatever it is, in the lives of these people. You know what I'm saying? In the hands of these people.
Right.
And that's what they doing. Absolutely sick. You want to check that?
Oh, I said it right here. You can see it.
Yeah, man. This world we live in, it ain't nice. It ain't nice, man. All we gotta do is show love, spread love, keep that positivity, and we know it's hard. Nelman got videos on videos on videos talking about happiness. What makes you happy? What's that definition of happiness? It's gonna vary from different people.
Yeah, man.
But you gotta find what makes you happy, and that's not it right there. Misery loves company. That's disgusting.
And it's funny that you say that. Misery loves company. But one thing that you and I was just talking about off camera was the fact that, what is the opposite of misery? Can you put a definition on that? That's actually, what is the opposite of misery? Because everybody knows that saying. Everybody knows that quote. Misery loves company. Misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? But what is the opposite of misery? What is it happiness?
That's the first place I go to.
If you're not miserable, you're happy? Or could you be happy and be miserable? If so, then that's not the opposing. Because sometimes I could be happy but be miserable, but I don't know. Anyways, the reason why I say that is because, they say misery loves company, right? But it's happiness loves company too.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I done figured out how to tap into this self. You gotta be able to make yourself happy. But once I figured out how to make myself happy and I'm good. I'm good with myself and I'm super happy. And then I start going out trying to figure out everybody else in my vicinity, how I can help them do the same thing. Because I don't love it when you not happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't love it when you miserable. Right. I don't want to be a part of that company. I do want to be a part of the company that's happy, though. At the same time, when you miserable, though, I will definitely hop into that bag with you.
I feel you.
Pause. We could share that sleeping bag. You know what I'm saying? And camp the whole night. Pause.
Is it because this world is filled with so much negative? You got the news that's constantly spreading, they're reporting on what they think you want to see or what they want you to see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And 90% of it is negative.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then they close the show with a squirrel riding a
greyhound.
A greyhound or something, just to end it on a good note. but 90% of that is negative.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, happiness loves company too. You're absolutely right. Now, man, story time. But there's so much negative, it's easier to feed
energy
into
attracts
that.
energy. That's it.
It summed it up right there. Amen.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, I don't like misery loves company, but also at the same time, like, in Brooklyn can attest to this. What I be trying to do, even though misery loves company, I'll try to still meet that misery with a little bit of company, but still give it some happiness too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't meet you with just misery. Like, we ain't gonna just sit there and be miserable together.
Right.
And I'm not gonna let you just sit there and be miserable. Like, it's frustrating. Whatever the situation is, we miserable for like I'm gonna let you be miserable. I'm gonna give you that, but only for a little bit of time though. Like, after, like, okay, yeah, we miserable, damn. But now we gotta figure out the next thing. Like, we gotta get back to how we gonna get back to happiness from this misery, right?
You can't just bust in with balloons and flowers and jokes and laughter.
Not straight away.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them vent. You gotta feel that misery.
Yeah.
You gotta feel that misery. Yeah.
Empathy.
And then get them with that you relate.
It's not just the sympathy, but it's more of the empathy. Because, a lot of situations, I can't actually relate to like that. But I could try to put myself in that situation. I think empathy, the definition of empathy is like not relating to it, but like actually attempting to try to relate to it. Like, that's the difference. Like, I could never like put myself in your shoes, but like if I just put myself, like if I could actually feel that situation, dang, I'll feel like, dang, I see where you're coming from. And that's the difference. Like, I love to like, even if you're miserable, I'm still going to try to bring you out of that. Even if it's as low as like death. Like, because a lot of people will even get to death and feel like, okay, now I just want to let me be miserable in this. Like, I just lost somebody. I just want to be miserable. Let me have that. Let me have my misery. And I'm going to let you have that, but then I got to get into that, they in a better place bag.
Yep.
Even if they ain't. Even if some people don't believe they in a better place, if they died, if they was suffering shortly before they passed, they definitely like not suffering from that pain they was in.
Absolutely.
And pain comes in all different forms. So I'm not necessarily talking about like the arthritis they was feeling as from old age. You know what I'm saying? The joints aching. I'm just talking about even like mental illness, right? We talk about mental illness as well. Like, there's some suffering going on there. There's some pain going on right there. And that in 2020, like we still seeing grandmoms passing and everything, but grandmoms is able to be ready and deal with it. It's more of the mental illness we seeing like that we ain't really ready for. We seeing the mental illness passings.
100% facts, man. Like, I still struggle till this day. And I'm sorry if I'm getting too personal. Father passed away from cancer. You know what I'm saying? October 30th, 95. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Suffering daily. I still hear his moans, his pains. You know what I'm saying? But the selfish part of me still wants him here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Despite what he was going through.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? You got to come to peace with he's in a better place. He ain't suffering anymore. But that's his world, man. Like it ain't nothing to be selfish. It's there's good, there's bad. But there got to be that even line. You feel me?
Absolutely. Yeah, and so Outstanding is a song, Outstanding.
Ah, yeah. Thank you, Storytime. I appreciate that. Love.
Yeah, but and it's interesting that you say that, because when I was a kid, my upbringing, I was in all kind of different places, sleeping in all different kind of places, and I had this friend. I had a friend, and I loved him to death to this day. I'm gonna have to reach out to that brother. Yeah, you know what I was talking about.
He gonna come back around to it. Yeah, he's gonna give you
I had a
solo
friend who, I would sleep over at his house, because whatever was going on at my house was way, whatever was going on at his house was better than what was going on at my house.
Okay.
And the thing about it is, what was going on at his house, his grandmother, rest in peace, she was always she would be doing this moaning, because she was one of the first people I seen who had one of those adjustable beds and like had one of those hospice beds at the house. So I don't know what was going on with that because she probably did not belong in that house. She probably should have been somewhere else. But she was in the house, a very old lady, very frail lady, and all she was ever doing was moaning and groaning and like praying out loud. And it was like we were sleeping on pallets right next to like her bed, and it was his grandmother. And I'm like, yo, and like everybody else could sleep around that. And I remember waking up in the middle of the night like, yo, all of this moaning and praying, and like she was in so much pain, and I had never heard anything like that. Never. Wow. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy that like grandmoms is going through this. But you know, it was like at that point when that was like one of the, and then like I came over like maybe a couple weeks later and like, yo, grandmoms is gone. And this was years, and I was like maybe preteen at this point. And I'm like, yo, good. Like, and I had like, and I was kind of like thinking to myself, like, yo, why are you feeling like, you just said good that somebody like passed away. How could you say that about something like that? And then I'm like, you know, I could like, that always stuck with me. And then years later, I realized like, you said good because that's probably like, she was in so much pain. You could tell. Right. Like, and you know she's not moaning and groaning like that anymore.
To stop, and I'm sure that was your people's. You know what I'm saying? They know it wasn't coming from a bad place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you meant it from love. You know what I'm saying? They're suffering.
It was like, I could tell she wasn't suffering no more. Like that type of suffering. Whatever she going through after this realm, she ain't dealing with that anymore. Like that unlocked something.
Exactly. Absolutely. Story time. 100%.
Absolutely.
Free,
you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like, so when you said that, it's kind of like that's what brought back like that moaning. I know exactly what you're talking about. When they in pain and they doing that moaning, like, you know what I'm saying? And they trying to talk in between that, and it's like, yo, it's deep.
And this is crazy how the stories tie in, because it was the same in Brooklyn. Father was in, you know, I had the whole nurses thing set up in the crib. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Had a handle to get up just to, you know what I'm saying? So it was the same exact thing. So that's real shit right there, man.
I remember that was the first time I seen one of those, like you push that button, the Amber Alert type, or that whatever it is alert, where you push that button and then the paramedics will like talk. Like that was Life Alert. That was the first time I ever seen one of those. Because she had one. And then it was connected to this big machine. And I'm like, hey, what is all this? Like, yeah, if she presses that button, the ambulance is coming, for sure. And it was like, that was when I seen all of that for the first time. So, yeah, that was deep. But when she passed, I was like, yeah, she's definitely not having to go through that no more. So that's cool. Like, but, you know what I'm saying? But it is selfish because whenever you, story time, I appreciate you coming through with us. I appreciate you coming through.
Thank you, Story Time. A pleasure, definitely.
I know we're diving deep right now, but I appreciate you tuning in with us. And, you know, tune in anytime. I'm going to start going live more often, but you could definitely expect us every Friday for sure. We're going to keep this consistent. So I appreciate you tuning in. Have a great night.
Story Time. Peace.
And everybody else who's in the live right now, man, feel free to tune in. I know that whatever I'm talking about right now, although I'm diving deep, we all got a situation like this. Like, we all got a loved one or somebody that's going through it. So I appreciate y'all tuning in and listening. Even if y'all like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if y'all want to switch it up, feel free. We'll talk about anything. We'll go from topic to topic.
We do definitely dibbing and dabbing tonight.
Happy, sad, all movies, TV, whatever y'all want.
Appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you. Please come back. We appreciate you. And you know I'm always bigging you up too, sis. You know you always, even if you ain't here, you here. So, you know you always in our thoughts and in our prayers. And we appreciate you, Story Time. Have a great night.
Absolutely. Have a great night. Family all day.
But yeah, man, you know. But yeah, let's go back to a brighter note. You know what I'm saying? Back to the food, though. You know what I'm saying? Schloss put in his favorite restaurant. I don't even think Story Time, she said, yep, Vegas, but I don't even think she put in her favorite restaurant. But Willsboro, what's your favorite restaurant? Everybody else who's in the live, I know there's some people in the live right now tuning in.
Yeah, chat it up.
Yo, what's the best, your favorite restaurant? Just the restaurant itself, not Mom's Kitchen, because we know Mom's cooks the best food.
Always.
But just a regular restaurant.
No.
Yo, is that...
Did it just come out? I thought it was a 20, I don't know.
Yo, the Zombieland, is that the one with Woody Harrelson?
Yep.
It is?
Yes, sir.
Yo, and he was giving like the instructions. Dude was giving out like the instructions
like
on how to stay alive.
The double tap and
Yeah, yo, I gotta check out part 2.
Part 1 was a classic, man. That thing was amazing.
See, and I'm not like Will's World Media will tell you. Like I even watched what was that? What's the zombie stuff that's out right now? That like is popular.
Walking Dead?
Yeah, I watched Walking Dead and I stopped watching that. Like I like zombie stuff, but I'm not fully into the zombie stuff. But Zombieland, that was a good movie.
Absolutely.
Part 1 was a good movie, and when I seen that they were making a part 2, I was definitely interested in tuning in. So I'm definitely gonna check out part 2.
Did it just come out? Is it out now?
I think we lost focus.
Yeah, I gotta be
part
that,
2.
Man.
Part 2 is it? Part 2 out now? I definitely check out that. Is that something that you just recently watched, Ryan? Is that why you asking? Did you just recently tune into that? I only like a selective few zombie things, and Zombieland was one of those selective few zombie things that I would be willing to tune into.
Yeah. Oh wait, is that for part 2? So you've seen it? Is in the books?
Was it straight to DVD or what happened?
No. It's out. I know it was supposed to be coming out. I just didn't think it was today, or you know what I'm saying?
Or is it in theater? Did you go see it in the theater, or did you see it straight to DVD?
See, that's one of those that I watch in the theater, not on that cinema. You know, shout out Fire Stick, but not on the cinema. I have to watch that in the theater, man.
But what if it's straight to DVD? Then you can watch it on the Fire Stick.
That was too big of a movie. Part 1 was too big. I promise you, it ain't straight to DVD. You know what I'm saying? That's that Sharknado.
Sharknado wasn't even on you. That's straight to the cable vision.
Straight to sci-fi.
Leslie.
Okay, all right.
Got you. But it's in the theater right now, is what you're saying.
Is it
in the theater? That's what I'm really asking. Is it in the theater or was it straight to DVD? Oh, it is? It is in the theater. Okay, well, definitely go check that out.
Sloss, hit me on the side. Let me know what that link is, man. On the side, not in the chat.
On the triple slide goose.
Triple slide goose. Put that in the description. Hey, it was a good viewing experience.
If you're talking about even less legal means than the Fire Stick, it's like year.
See, man, on the Fire Stick now, you play a movie, man. There's, you know what I'm saying, low volume, and then all of a sudden an ad come on, and it's blaring loud. Like,
wait, now that's what you using though? What you using?
I'm still using cinema.
I mean, who's using what? Would they have the Fire Stick that you're talking about?
Oh yeah,
hey,
my man's. Yeah. I mean, I was there, watching it with him. So, man's was using cinema. Yeah.
See, because I had a man's who was using the Cody, and the Cody is back on 10. You know what I'm saying? 24/7 Seinfeld and all that.
So maybe man's need to come with, get with my man's and then
absolutely
hook that up.
Yeah, man, I agree. Oh, he sent you that slide tap.
Oh. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We can see that through your glasses, though, so you know what I'm saying?
It's up here now. It's up here now. I'm showing the 24th floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Good looking, Schloss. I appreciate that.
Shout out to everybody tuning in right now, man. We appreciate you tuning in right now.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? You could be anywhere in the world tonight, man, but you tuning in with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that.
What we got going on tonight? Y'all going out? Y'all staying in?
Anybody going out tonight? Yo, let us know. You going out tonight? Or are you staying in? Is it one of them nights where you staying in, or are you actually going to be able to make it out tonight for the night? Y'all wild for the night. Y'all remember that? Wild for the night.
Oh, man. Who was that? Wasn't that not Boy Scout.
Yeah, it was.
Was it Boy Scout?
Yeah. Boy Scout who I be. Wild for the night.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he was on there, but it was the other dude, too.
Because there was Boy Scout, there was Buster, and then there was the Hype Man.
Who was that? I thought that was It was Boy Scout then. You talking about Swift Star?
Consigliere. What you got?
Now, when you say you about to go smoke in a bit, let me ask you this. All right, so wife does not allow you to go Rampage.
That was
Appreciate wow for the night. Yo, Willswell, remember we used to bump that? Wow for the night.
Y'all gonna have me on Apple Music real quick.
Yo, Willswell, shout out to I knew Willswell would know too.
Man.
Shout out to Willswell. Yo, Ryan, but back to you. When you say you about to go smoke in a bit, when you say the word go, does that mean you're not allowed to currently smoke where you're located right now because of wife and kids, mainly more wife, or just because of your own personal preference, you'd rather go somewhere else and smoke your cigars? Or are you actually in the car right now, you're about to go into the house and smoke a cigar? Like, let me know. I'm just interested because when you say I'm about to go, why do you have to go somewhere else and why can't you sit right where you're at right now? But yeah, Rampage. If y'all don't know about that, wow for the night. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know about that, y'all gotta go to Google or YouTube Rampage. Wow for the night. Y'all know what we talking about. Boy Scouts who I be.
Miguelito.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay.
See, they got their routine like we got our routine.
I have for 7 years, man. That's dope, man. Do y'all like get into new cigars every week? Is that a thing, or y'all pretty much got y'all favorite and y'all just go with that? Nice.
Yeah, that's what it is. The garage, man. That's the setup.
Nice.
But it's about to get cold, man. Have some heaters in that garage.
So everybody got to know that Ryan Schloss is actually a carpenter type by trade. So I'm sure he already has like the heaters in there, a comfortable spot for sitting. Might even got like a plate to put his laptop, everything in there already.
Man's low key, high key, a genius.
Got you.
See, my thing is, I inhale.
And so Schloss, do you not inhale cigar You've been doing this once a week for 7 years, and you just suck in and blow out. Pause. You don't do any inhaling, and you just suck it in and blow it out. Yeah, I definitely know that Schloss got like a nice setup. He probably got like a heater coming out of vent and a heated blanket. And like you know what I'm saying? When wife puts him on the couch, he just go to the garage and sleep on his he already got a full sleeping area.
Man's has a man cave in his garage.
Man's got a whole cave. He can sleep in there.
A whole cave.
Sometimes he wakes up wondering where he's at. He's actually still in the garage. Where I'm at? Well, I'm warm.
See, that's how I know I smoke them cheap joints, because I've inhaled a few back in the day.
And he's still alive.
Get lightheaded, but you know what I'm saying? Ain't throw up, none of that. But I heard it's bad. If you the good ones, like the Cubans, that's all I know.
But I think there's some DR ones, right? Wasn't he saying there's Cubans and there's DRs, right? You can get to the DR ones. No, what was he saying? Nicaragua.
Ooh, good memory.
He was talking about the Nicaraguans, Nicaraguan rolls.
Absolutely.
But what he was actually saying was the Cubans, all the Cuban people did was move to Nicaragua and do the same shit. But now they're Nicaraguan grown, but they still Cuban made. They're still made by a Cuban.
Got the title on it. That's okay.
What about them bitches in Havana? Oh, that's actually Cuba. That's actually still them Cubans. Okay, never mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm around my full movie. Shout out to this movie I was watching. Friday. It was Friday.
See, that's what we gotta do. We gotta chop it up with Schloss one time. Go live while we hit the Nicaraguans. Provided by Schloss.
Oh, yeah.
Provided by Schloss.
Now, I want a Cuban. They legal now. I don't want no damn Nicaraguan.
Hey, listen, just hit my Cash App. Hit the Nelman Cash App.
Hold on. Nicaragua is good for something else, and it ain't Cubans. So I'll stick to Cuba for the Cubans.
Okay.
You
gonna be laced?
I'll stick to Nicaragua for the for rice and beans.
Nah, you ain't gonna hook us up, Schloss. You're gonna burn one with us, and we're gonna go live on a Friday.
I guess I could burn a cigar here, and it'll be provided by Schloss. It'll be provided by Schloss. That the next week's live stream will be brought to you by the Schloss and the whatever Cuban cigar. I want a Cuban. You can have one of the Nicaraguans.
Hey, listen.
I don't want a. I want a Cuban though.
Listen, I'll
You
take
got
it.
you got like a See, back in the day, I used to take them a Garcia Vega. I don't even know where them. I think them was made in like. Them might have been made in the DR. Them might have been. I had a Garcia Vegas, and I used to like get a whole box of those and cut them down and fill them with a whole nother substance. But the Garcia Vega was the closest I got to a like a real different type of cigar. And trust me, I wasn't inhaling that whole thing. So and I smoked those things for a long time.
Okay.
Actually, like when I was in Georgia, for a whole year, we would smoke nothing but Garcia Vega cigars. With a little bit of the tobacco in it was a little wacky. This was years ago. This was more than 20 years ago. No, serious.
So you had the Snickle Fritz.
I had the Snickle Jam. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, Schloss, within the next week or two, man. No time constraints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I'm sure it's gonna take you time to order them things. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be free for us, so obviously you're gonna have to save up for that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be brought to y'all by Schloss and whatever company he gives us. So I appreciate that, Schloss. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? We might even have to link you in on the live. Just to, you know what I'm saying?
What's good to wash it down with? You know what I'm saying? Like, I prefer Captains, but what do you sip on as you're hitting
a little bit of Jameson, or does it have to be even more expensive? You could drink. Can we sip on some Jameson? Or does it have to be even more expensive than that? Yo, Will's World Media, where's Comac at? Oh, he might be at that wedding like right now.
Oh, that's right. It's Friday.
Never mind.
Hey, go check out Scotch. Okay.
Is Scotch,
right.
Johnny Walker. What about Johnny Walker?
Is that Scotch?
Am I saying it right? Johnny
Walker, yeah.
Yo, Johnny Walker, is that Scotch? I think that is Scotch. We're going to have to go black label or red label.
Shout out Comac, too. Go check out his live,
Yo,
man.
If y'all ain't already seen Comac's live where he was in that, as long as I got my suit and tie.
J-Mo works just fine.
Oh, is J-Mo Scotch? I don't do it. Is whiskey Scotch? Because I know Jameson is whiskey. All right, yeah, man, you going live? Brown oh, you mixing. You know what I'm saying? You mixy right now.
Shit hit a little hard. Ooh.
But see, the thing about it, it's funny. It stings on this end, but on that back end, it's less, you know what I'm saying, when it's digesting. Oof. Yeah, we sipping on, this particular episode is brought to y'all by J-Mo Live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out J-Mo.
And a little bit of Cap, for that matter. Will's World know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Will's World for the J-Mo.
Yeah, that's hard. Goes down smooth. Don't come up rough.
But, yeah, okay. So we might have to go J-Mo and, what about Johnny Walker, though? Isn't Johnny Walker Scotch, or is Johnny Walker whiskey as well? Can somebody enlighten me? Will's World, Schloss. Yo, if you in the chat?
I'm in a low battery mode.
All right, well, then that just lets me know that there's other people in the chat right now who ain't vibing with us, man. Y'all vibing? Y'all vibing? Hold on. Since we talking about Johnny Walker, if we don't know what it is.
Except for you and Nelman.
Damn.
Hey, good looking out, Schlosky.
Appreciate that, Slots. Can you add that to the chat so I can put that picture in the chat for everybody? Where are you sending that? Yo, I don't know. I'm not gonna be inhaling. I guess we don't gotta inhale, so I ain't gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely will blow them Johnnies.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll get
absolutely.
So let me ask you. You talking about Scotch, Ryan? What are you sipping on with that? What are you sipping on with that? May I ask? What type of Scotch you got going on deck? On deck, you do.
Hey, and shout out Miguel too, man.
Shout out Big Migs.
Miguel.
Shout out Migs.
You know what I'm saying? Best beer game in the business right now.
Tell him to tune in. I hear my son arguing Fortnite right now.
Hey, Fortnite is it's an epidemic, man. That thing, my son lost his mind when it went down for 2 days.
Can everybody name their favorite scotch right now, or just their favorite drink? There's about 3 or 4 people in the chat right now.
Damn, okay. How many syllables in that word?
Lagavulin. Is it Lagavulin? Am I saying that right? Lagavulin, 16 year. Or that's what we gonna be. That's what we gonna be talking on. Some Lagavulians. Hey.
Hey, clear the couch. Clear the couch. I inhale.
Nah. We ain't gonna have you green face.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? We already know who blue face is. You gonna be green face.
I'm gonna look like a Ninja Turtle.
Some Lagavulians.
Be Drunkatello.
You gonna be off that damn cigar. It ain't even drunk.
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna be Nashatello. Yeah.
Oh man, he's stupid. I still can't believe Wells came up with Rampage. What?
Yeah.
He was way off.
Yeah.
I mean,
but Boy Scout's in there though. Boy
okay.
Scout is in that song. Tech, you play Fortnite, Tech? What Fortnite is fun, I'm guessing. I get sick off of them type of games. But I get motion sick off of that. But Tech Collector, what do you play Fortnite on? PlayStation, Xbox, the
Switch.
phone, the Switch,
For the comp.
the computer. Right, I build another bed in the garage. Listen, here.
Thank you. See, I'm already slumped. I'm slump dog millionaire. His garage.
You gonna have, you gotta have 2 beds in the garage. It's gonna be like 2 twins. two
Hey,
twins.
Fortnite is amazing, man. You know, there's all these reports that it's addicting. It's you know what I'm saying? It's like a drug. They saying.
I used to play Mario Kart like that though. So what can you say?
But here's the thing though. That what they do.
Oh, Mario 3. Y'all remember Mario 3? When you start figuring out the
that
whistles,
was the best Mario out there.
when you start figuring out the whistles, it was no stopping. So it's
yeah.
like, how addicting was that?
But they saying Fortnite mixes like the Minecraft with the building, and then you going against 99 other people. You know what I'm saying? So you got that competitive nature. And when Fortnite went down for those 2 days, what was it, last week?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People were losing their mind.
It wasn't so competitive.
My son was looking at a screen of a black hole, like just looking at that screen, waiting for it to update for 2 days.
My son was chiming in about that as well.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. Gotta say, it's addicting in some kind of way. That, and I'm absolutely like trash on Fortnite. I love it.
Oh, so he's dissing it because he's trash.
I'm garbage. Absolute garbage.
But
Fortnite is fun. Definitely.
Fortnite is fun. Tech Collector, what console do you play it on? Oh man, my son started at the hole. Oh, he stared at the hole. My son, he stared at the hole for a little while. Then he came in and told me there was a hole, and I was I had him explain it to me, and I'm like, you don't think that's a gimmick? You don't think that's set up that way? And then he was like, you know what, Dad? While you're talking about gimmicks, I got to get back to the guy who's live streaming the hole. And he's like, he didn't want to hear nothing I was talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Thousands of viewers just staring at one screen. One screen, just a black hole. And it's low-key genius because my 14-year-old, showing my age right now, my 14-year-old stopped playing Fortnite for a little bit. This happened, this event happened, and then all of a sudden when it came back on, all right, let me jump on and see what's new.
You know what's funny about that? My son, he was talking about he was taking a break from Fortnite for a while.
That's good.
He was playing, not good because he's still playing other games, but he was playing Apex Legends?
Apex, yeah. There's that beef between Fortnite and Apex. Apex is made from EA Games, I guess.
Dang, is it? Is EA Sports?
Yeah. And they made it to compete against Fortnite. And for a while, when it started, they lost a lot of Fortnite people to Apex.
Apex is popping, actually.
But they went right back. Especially after this last
Is it Apex
event.
Is the one?
Yeah, Apex Legends.
There's another one, though. But Apex. Hold on, Schloss.
There you go, right there. Answered it before.
Any Call of Duty players? New one is out this week. Schloss, there was a game. Is Apex Legends the game that you were telling me about while it was still in the beta mode and it was about to come out? Was that Apex Legends, or what game was that when you was telling me about it was still in the beta mode and it was super popular and now you guys actually play it? You guys got your teams and you'll get on and go play that. Is it Apex or was it something else? What is that game that you play?
There's so many out there. There's Modern Warfare. There's
It was Apex. Okay, it was Apex.
It was Apex.
So that one is the one, like my son, he downloaded it. I told him to download it right when it came out, when you told me. He downloaded it and never played it. And now, like, he's the man of the hour because he's been had it, and now he can just go to it. I told him, like, he downloaded it a long time ago and then was just on Fortnite. So now he's on Apex because now all his friends are on it, and he actually has it now. He already had it from when you was talking about it. I told him about it, and then his grandmom's, like, gave him some monies or whatever, and that was the game he bought. Not knowing nothing about it. It was just because he heard Dad talking about it. Wii U.
Burnout Paradise on that. PlayStation's been doing it, man, for.
But Tech Collector, let me ask you, because you just said Wii U. What PlayStation are you playing? PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, or PlayStation 4? And I'm not saying that to be funny, because if you go watch Will's World Media video, he actually is doing some videos where he's reviewing screens, a 10-inch screen and another screen, and he is actually connecting his PS2 that has an actual hard drive in the PS2 with a bunch of downloaded games and things. So I'm not actually joking when I asked which PlayStation you got in there, because Will's World is still using his PlayStation 2, and it's still popping.
So with the hard drive on the PS2,
I actually have my PS2 with the hard drive in it too. Shout out to Will's World Media.
So what games can you play on the PS?
Whatever game you want.
You can't play PS4 games on the PS2.
No, you can.
Can you?
No, you can download any PS2 game you want.
Okay, all right.
And see Will's World Media if you go watch this. Yo, shout out to Will's World Media. Y'all go ahead and check out that. It's not the 10-inch one, but it's the other one. Will's World. What is it a 7-inch or a 6-inch? That other video. But go check out that one, because he's actually playing some games that are from Japan or from China. Like, they're not even American games.
So it's modded.
It's modded. Absolutely.
That's what they call it,
absolutely.
Right?
It's a modded PS2. Okay. This was the early modding.
Okay.
Like, we were modding PS2s, I would have to say in 2007, 2008. That's what we were in. We were into. We were also modding the original PSPs.
See, that I got down with.
The original PSP we were modding, and we were modding PlayStation 2s.
Any of the 007 games,
Fire.
Man.
That's interesting. I never even heard of that, Schloss. My favorite PS2 game, hands down, was The Warriors. And it was made by the same people who made Grand Theft Auto.
See, that's what I was about
Rockstar.
to say. GTA?
Rockstar made a game that also got banned. What was that game that got banned by Rockstar and you could beat people with the limbs? Like, you'll be running through a
mall? It wasn't a mall, right?
Yeah, you were in a mall. What did I just say?
So, hold up.
Yes,
hold up.
yes.
I still have that. I still got
game
that
got
game
banned.
in the case.
That game got banned, and you could run around a mall, and you was beating people with limbs and all that. Yo, Brooklyn, you know I know about everything, fam.
Man.
You know that Nelman knows about everything.
Hold up.
Yo, Will's Road, what was the name of that game that I'm talking about? It got banned from the U.S. for a little bit, and it was a Rockstar game, and you could go around beating people with limbs, and you was just doing wild stuff in a mall.
It wasn't Manhunt, right?
Yeah, no, it wasn't Manhunt. It wasn't Manhunt.
Let's see. But hey,
it was Man something.
On PS2, my favorite joint, it wasn't Bully.
Bully was a good one, though.
My favorite joint on PS2 is still to this day, PS4, is God of War.
Oh, God of War on PS2 was a good one.
Let's see. I'm trying to find this because that thing's going to kill me, because I know I still got the original in the box.
All right, all Tech Collector. Manhunter. I knew it was something with Man.
Okay.
Manhunt.
Yup.
It was Manhunter. Thank you, Will's World Media. I know Will's World would be right there. So Tech Collector, first and foremost, you got a dusty Wii console that is 7 years old, but the Wii was actually still, as if it still works, I challenge you to hook it back up and do the tennis. The Wii tennis? Like the Wii Sports in general. The Wii, remember the basketball one?
Yes.
Yo, on the regular Wii, the Wii Sports All Tech Collector. I challenge you to hook that back up and go back to that. Manhunter was my joint in the mall, and I just beat God of War a few hours ago on PS4. A few hours ago today.
Hey, let me ask you, Wills, did you see the cutscene at the end, at the very, very, very end of that, of God of War?
Don't spill it. Because I was actually about to play that. Me and my son is about to play that God of War 4 together. Don't spill it.
Boy, let me tell you, man.
Oh, you beat it long ago or your kids?
Me.
Yeah.
I purchased that thing like on the PlayStation, the download, not the actual disc.
Yeah.
Man, I played that thing for
I'm going to need you to log into my console so that I can download that game. I think,
absolutely.
Hold on. Now we about to jump into a little bit of bootleg in here for a second, y'all. Will's World Media, Schloss, yo, anybody who got the PS4, let me know. Can somebody log into your console and download games and be able for everybody else to play? Like, I remember on the PS3, you could do it like once a year. You could like do it once a year where you could log into another console and download all your stuff right to it.
But then you got to stay signed in as me to play it. Is that correct?
No.
In
the PS3, you didn't have to do that. You could actually just like play it under anybody else who was logged in under that console after you downloaded it to it. But you had to go in under you first, download the game to it, and then anybody who's logged in under that console could play.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if it's the same way on the PS4.
You mans anyway, you got I'll give you my joint, yo. Just log in and try it.
I'll be playing, so you think I gotta play under you though?
Probably.
I guess that's not a problem. I'm just gonna have to start your game.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Definitely, yo.
Yeah, man. That Wii Sports, I challenge you to definitely go back and play. That show. It was fun.
You know what I liked about the
Wasn't there a golf too?
There was golf.
There was golf.
Bowling. That's what I liked about the Wii. It got you active. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah,
that bowling. Yo, everybody loved that. They used to always try to get real precise with that bowling. Everybody had their own technique.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep.
Matter of fact, yo, Tech Collector, you got to go back, bring out your dusty Wii, and find that old Tiger Woods golf on that joint.
There was a Tiger Woods joint?
Yo, there was a Tiger Woods. Yo, hold on, y'all. Hold on, see? Man, let me see. I'm going to look for it. Yo, talk. Keep the show going.
I didn't know there was a Tiger Woods on the Wii.
Did you ever play Tiger Woods golf?
On the original Wii.
Did you ever play Tiger Woods golf? That's my question to you.
Never. I have not. Now, the Wii baseball, like the Wii sports in general, the baseball, the bowling, all that.
Yeah.
All day. I would get on my kids like, hey, you better have that strap around your wrist.
You'll sling that thing out the window.
Oh, man.
And just when you thought you had control over it, you'd be a main one slinging that thing. Am I right or am I wrong?
And then
you'd be like, man, I never sling.
And then you turn around to your kids. That's why you have it around your wrist.
Man. Them joint, you'll sling that bad boy, it'll be curtains.
Man, the Wii U was groundbreaking. Now, you know what my kids want for Christmas now? The PS4, the VR joint. And I'm a little iffy on that.
Yo, I think they said that. I just looked at my VR and it said kids under 13 don't need to use that. I mean, I don't want to dance. I don't want your kids being. Oh, hold on, how old are your kids?
14, 11, and 10.
Oh, see, dang. So one of them could use it, but the other two. Yo, that VR goggles, I was into my whole bag on the VR goggles.
What we looking up? The Tiger Woods? Tiger Woo, I like you.
Yeah, there it is.
See, I'm still trying to get my hands on a Nintendo 64.
Wills, you still got your 64, fam?
Man, that Mario Tennis, oh boy. And that WWF No Mercy. We was just talking about that the other
Yeah.
day.
So, yo, I'm going to bring y'all in. I'm going to show y'all what I'm looking at right now. I used to play those Just Dance games on it. Oh, the Dance Dance Revolution. Dance Dance Revolution. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I know, yo, that used to be big, yo. If you could get in your Dance Dance bag, yo, you couldn't nobody tell you nothing. I'm dead. I'm dead ass. Remember, yo, you talking about Dance Dance Revolution Tech? You remember when you could go to the mall arcade and there'd be a line of people? They waiting, yo. They waiting to battle you, yo. They're like, yo, you ready? It's like breakdancing on the machine.
With the
And some people they be holding the back of it doing this.
Yeah, just going off on
Getting to it, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? They just used to hold the back of the machine and get to it. I'm talking about twiddling feet. Toes be twiddling.
See, if we want to go back further, man, I used to get people money off of Street Fighter.
Oh,
arcade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Have quarters lined up for next player. Who's next?
Yo, Willsworth could tell you the story about when we went to basketball camp, and I used to hands down, I was the best person in that whole camp at the Marvel vs. Capcom. Ain't nobody want no smoke with me, man.
Ooh.
Ain't nobody want no smoke with me, man.
Hold up. I'm willing to step up to the challenge. Can we
Yo,
do that?
Listen, we're going to have to get to the arcade, though. I'm not talking about on this.
Okay, all right. So you talk about arcade, stand up. All right.
Hold on. But for a second, though, All Tech Collector. No, not Dance Dance Revolution. I meant Just Dance. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the Just Dance joint. Where it was like, had you looking like you was actually a real person and all of that.
Yeah,
I remember them joints.
Show the outlines.
Yeah, I remember them joints. But look at this, Tech Collector. Find this game, man. These are all on the Wii. Find them, these Tiger Wood PGA joints. Like, even then, look how nice it was looking. Hey, it was looking all right.
Yeah, it looked pretty clean, man.
It was looking all right. And this is a fun game. Like the Tiger Wood. Try to find the newest one, obviously. But them joints was fun. I used to watch dudes like, it'd be 5 or 6 grown men having tournaments of the PGA golf on the first Wii.
Yo, that looked pretty clean for the Wii.
Yeah, man, they used to have fun. I used to just look like, nah, I don't want to tell you. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. But yo, this was on the Wii, the first Wii. Yo, try that out.
Damn, you gonna make me dig up my Wii.
You got a Wii too?
I do.
Yeah, dig it up, man.
In the garage, man.
Look, you could play frisbee golf on that joint.
I bet Schloss get down to some frisbee golf.
Like, frisbee golf on the golf game. You could play frisbee golf.
That's a mini game?
I guess. I don't know. I never seen that before, but yeah.
What's crazy is now those old games go for like hundreds of dollars, man.
Nah, but not for real. These ones are still like $2. They ain't like collector's items yet. These ones? No, I'm dead money. Look at this. Like, you can get the whole Wii for that. You can get a Wii with them little Nerf things.
The golf pack by Nerf?
Yeah. Oh, get the whole golf pack.
That's illy.
Get the whole golf pack. Yeah, only $20. You want the game? Part 2010? You can get that for $10. $11. Look, you want 09?
$4.99.
You want 09? You want 07? That's all I'm saying. You want 12, the Masters 12? Look, that's all I'm saying, y'all. But that was a fun game. I remember people playing and getting down on that game. That was a fun game. So, yeah, just shout out to that Tiger Woods game on the regular Wii. But even before you're ready to go there, just get the Wii Sports one. Like, the Wii Sports was the one. It was awesome. Because you could do the bowling. And you could even, like, it's like a family thing. Like, Tech, I don't know if you got friends and family that be coming over, but you could, like, do, like, a retro night and pull out the Wii and do the bowling and the golf and the basketball. Like, just do the Wii Sports. Oh, man, everybody gonna have a good time.
Immediately.
Get them a sip of that JMO. Yeah. Or if they're underage, get them a Virgin Mary. You know what it's called?
The Bloody?
Yeah, Virgin Mary though.
Yeah.
The Virgin Mary is like you get the cherry and yeah, never mind. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, y'all appreciate y'all tuning in tonight.
Facts.
Again, y'all could be anywhere on the earth, man. Y'all here with us. So I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, we bouncing around, right? What? What to what?
Wait, what to what, Ryan? You can't just say what and then, you know what I'm saying? Because you could be saying what to, when I was talking about anything. But yeah, Ryan, do you still got a Wii? Not a Wii U, the first Wii. We talking about first Wii.
See, I stay hands off the PS4. That's my kids. But now, if God of War come out, or Last of Us Part 2.
Oh yeah, a Virgin Mary, not like a Bloody Mary. You get the what's that what's that cherry stuff called?
The Virgin Mary.
What is that cherry? The cherry, like when you get the cherry stuff in the jar. It's called what's this juice? What is cherry juice called? Man, y'all know so a Virgin Mary is it's like a Sprite with the cherry maraschino cherry juice in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like really almost like a cherry Sprite. That's a Virgin Mary. It's like a cherry Sprite. You take like some Sprite, you put some maraschino cherry juice in it, and you put a cherry on top. Yeah, like you give your kids that. It's not like a Bloody Mary. It's like a Virgin Mary. It's like a daiquiri. It's like a Virgin Mary daiquiri, but without the daiquiri shit. It's just like a Sprite with the cherry stuff, like maraschino cherry juice. Yeah.
You got me.
I ain't gonna Google it because if it might be some shit I'm just making up in the head. But you can get your kids that, especially like when you got like let's just say you drink around your kids, right? And you drink, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're an adult. You can drink around your kids, but they always like, yo, I want to be doing something like that. Then you could give them you could call it a Virgin Mary. You put a cherry in there. You put some cherry juice in there. You give them some Sprite with the cherry juice, and you give that to the kids who always want to try to take a sip of your. Like, I'm from the 80s, and I remember back in the 80s and in the 90s, like, you wanted to, take a sip of what your parents was drinking. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? They was talking about it's for adults and all that. It's for the grown folks and all of that. You still wanted to sip, and you even ended up taking a sip of that shit. You ended up getting sick, you know what I'm saying, for taking that drink that ain't nobody know about. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, now you can, give your kids something that they don't got to be trying to sneak a sip of what you drinking.
Man, go get a Capri Sun.
Or
Tampico.
Yo, Tampico punch. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Tampico.
Yo, back to back to what we was originally talking about. My man was eating my man was eating macaroni and cheese for so many years that he almost turned into a macaroni and cheese. And I can almost guarantee that the drink of choice was probably Tampico punch. You know what I'm saying?
Tampico.
The orange, not even the fruit one, the orange one.
That Tampico was thick, boy.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Thick, yeah, because
sometimes you cut a raw batch. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes it's super sweet. You yo, this ain't even good no more.
Yo, Puerto Ricans used to say, yo, just drink a Tampoco. Like a little bit of that Tampico.
Yeah.
There's that Poco, like a little bit.
Is that a real thing?
It is name.
Oh, okay. What is that? Poco means?
Poco means a little bit.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good one. That was a good one.
Poco.
I'm saying just a little bit.
Man, that thing was thick though, boy.
Last of Us.
Yes. Part 2 coming out in February.
What is Last of Us? Oh, the game.
Yeah, man.
Does it have zombies? It was something.
It does to an extent, but man, that first Last of Us game, so it started right cutscene, and this ain't no spoiler. This is the actual storyline, right?
Yeah.
Dude's just chilling in his house, sleeping. Daughter wakes up, a neighbor's banging on the door. He all zombied out already. You know what I'm saying? So then they have to escape, and then they run into military. Military lets off a shot because they don't know if you're human or if you're zombie.
I seen that part. And you got to hop in the car and
exactly,
get out the backyard.
Exactly, yes.
And there's a dude in there. I did play that. I played that part. That's the only part I played.
Military dude lets off a shot and don't know if you're human or you're zombie. Boom, kills your daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That hit home like, oh man, I got a baby girl too.
Yeah.
You know, and then it just takes off from there, man. It is one of the illest games to ever
Yeah, that's
be.
crazy that you say that because I didn't even get to the part. Like, I still got a daughter in mind and shit.
Damn.
Like, I didn't even get to that part.
But the thing is, as you go on, you pick up some little girl who got the virus, but she ain't turned yet.
Yeah.
So now you got to take care of her because she's a cure. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know that yet.
But you don't know that yet until later in the game. So yeah, man, it's just ill, man. It's an ill storyline. Just the gameplay is amazing.
Yo, check out that Last of Us, and I know that one is cheap too, especially if you get it on another console. I'm gonna be honest. I play the. You got a PS3? I'm looking for an old PS3.
Dust.
I gotta find an old PS3.
I gotta see if it worked.
I gotta find a PS3 because there was one game I used to love playing on PS3, and it was Risk, the board game. But they had an online version on the PS3, which is different than the version on the PS4. Like they got a version on the PS4, but it's not like the version on the PS3. It was awesome.
You know what
and
you
that
like.
thing was awesome, and it helped me get smarter. It actually was building my intelligence. And I know that's gonna sound funny, but it's real.
Hey, listen, man, you one of the smartest dudes I know. I need to get on some Risk PS3.
The PS4 version is actually fun too. I put my son on it, and like he actually has fun on it.
Yeah, man. To this day, man, sometimes I still sit around with the family, play Uno.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You ever play Pass the Pigs?
No.
Oh man, it's a dumb game, but it's fun as hell.
So you play Uno on the console,
No,
or
I'm
actually
talking
by
about
hand?
cards
Okay.
around the dinner table.
Gotcha.
Type, you know what I'm saying? You got to get them off the video games every now and then.
Every now and again, you definitely got to.
You know?
And even more than that, if you can.
Yeah, Pass the Pigs is ill, man. It's just two little pigs. You got to roll them, and they land on different sides, like their ear and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy. It's hard to explain, but you know what I'm saying? To get around with the family, man, get them off the video games, get them off the console, get them outside, you know?
Yeah.
Still got to do that every now and then.
And I appreciate y'all tuning in. We ain't even going to probably go for too much longer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate E for coming by.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? Hopping in the studio with me. I appreciate y'all tuning in. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to stay for too much longer. But I do want to thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? That it was get another Friday Live. You know how we give it up. But we're going to continue to give it up like this. Do another Friday Live soon. So, Tech Collector, Will's World, Schloss, if y'all got stuff that y'all want to put out, man, y'all make sure that y'all make a video within the next week or so that we can champion your video and actually put it out. You know, and it could be anything. But we don't mind putting your video out. Tech Collector, you already know how I do. Yo, you was making videos. You was one of the first people I was championing and putting on videos. So, I definitely want to continue to do that. So y'all make sure y'all put out new content so that we can put it on our show here and make sure you're going. I appreciate that, Sloss. I don't think you meant to say amazing chance, but thank you. I appreciate you tuning in. Conversation, got you. I appreciate you tuning in. You know, like I said, you know how we give it up. Every week we're going to just try to get better and better, man. We just starting this thing. If you go back the last few weeks, you'll see how we just been getting better and better. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to go earlier. We're going to try to get even liver. Next week I might go in and start the thing and then let Brooklyn come in a little later to hop in with me. We're going to see how we're giving it up. We're just trying to get more time in and also go live a little earlier so that we can get more people to tune into an interesting conversation. Yeah. So we might have Brooklyn like modding in the chat and then hop into the live shortly after that. We're just going to see how we play it out.
Yeah, try new things. You know what I'm saying? Switch it up a little bit.
But like I said, I appreciate everybody who tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I know it is getting a little later. It's a little after 9:30 where I live, Colorado time, Mountain time. So, you know what I'm saying? Wherever y'all at, I appreciate y'all tuning in because it might be the same time. It might be a little later. It might be a little earlier. But, you know, it's Friday night. And so that means a whole nother thing in itself. So you could be doing whatever on a Friday night. So once again, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We ain't going to go for too much longer. Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a great night. And like I said, it's all about creating that content, man. So I appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yeah, love. Thanks, fam.
You know, peace, y'all.